Hey everybody, Grant Miller here, Miami Community News. I'm at Casa Cuba, the heart and soul of South Miami. What are we doing here today? The breakfast, community newspapers breakfast. President Nunes is in the house. She's kicking butt. Paul's up.
FIU Credit Union, official banking partner of FIU. We've been there since 1982. Started out serving the employees, faculty, and this year we're stepping it up and offering all the benefits to the students. So we're really excited to be here, Madam President. And I was told to do this right, so I brought my glasses, and here we go. Jeanette Nuñez was appointed 7th president of Florida International University in June 2025. She is the first alumna to lead FIU. President Nuñez has built a distinguished career in public service, including her 6-year tenure as Florida's lieutenant governor, where she oversaw the Florida Department of Health, Florida Cybersecurity Advisory Council, and the Healthcare Innovation Council. As lieutenant governor, she also chaired Space Florida and was recently reappointed to this role. President Nuñez also served as the state representative from 2010 to 2018, holding several leadership positions that included Speaker, Pro Tempore, and Vice Chair of the Appropriations Committee. Mrs. Nuñez earned her bachelor's degree in international relations and political science, as well as a master's degree in public administration from FIU. She is a proud Panther parent and a former adjunct faculty member and guest lecturer. It is my honor to welcome FIU's 7th president, Jeanette Nuñez.
It's great to be here. I see so many familiar faces, friends, people that I worked with back when I was a legislative aide in the 90s, people that I have gotten to know now in my tenure as FIU president. But what I can tell you is that there is no one that runs a photo line than Susan and Michael Miller, because my goodness, that was intense. So thank you for waking me up without coffee this morning. But for those of you that are here and perhaps you know a little bit about me, perhaps you and I have been friends for a long time, and perhaps you've never met me before. I have to tell you that I am so honored and privileged to be the 7th president at Florida International University, my alma mater, the first alumna to lead the university and the first woman to lead the university. So we have 55,000 students, and I know Grant stole my thunder by asking everyone to raise their hand. I usually do that when I'm in a group this large, because what really dawns on me is the impact that FIU has had over so many decades. So FIU in 72, absolutely. We share a birth year, so that's another thing I have in common with FIU. Now you can figure out how old I am. But for all intents and purposes, FIU has grown with this community. We have been there every step of the way. And I've asked this often in the course of the last 8 months. Just take a second and think, what would this community look like if FIU had never been approved by the legislature and had never taken off the way that it did? I guarantee you this community would be very different. There would be lives that had been impacted negatively. There would be families that perhaps wouldn't have had the opportunity to have their kids come to FIU and stay here locally, start families. We've launched careers, we've launched industries. And so I'm really proud of the impact that FIU has had. Like I said, 55,000 students today. We just welcomed our largest freshman class, our most distinguished freshman class. So that's something that we're really excited about. And as we continue to see FIU rise in the rankings, that's something that we're really proud of. I know a lot of universities claim a lot of titles and a lot of rankings, but let's be clear, no matter what universities to the north of us say, we are, for the 2nd year in a row, #1, as designated by the Wall Street Journal, in social mobility for our students.
Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure this morning to represent Baptist and acknowledge our growing relationship with FIU and with the Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine. We actually worked on this relationship for a full year. It's been in force for 2 years, and I'm very proud to say that we've made very, very strong strides forward. We welcomed jointly our first cohort of residents and fellows this summer at Baptist Hospital. Over the next 5 years, we will have over 300 residents throughout all of our hospitals. All Baptist, South Miami, Doctors Hospital, West Kendall Baptist. And as President Nunes acknowledged, what we would like to do is be able not only to educate, but to train the future physicians so that they can stay in this community and take care of all of us.
So here today, I think the timing is perfect to give you just a few updates, what's actually happened in 2 years, and you've heard a little bit of it, but also to paint a little bit of context, the importance of it. You heard President Nunes say that our goal, aspirational goal, is to be top 30 public university in the next by 2030. There are very few top universities that don't have a great medical school. There are no great medical schools that don't have a massive clinical partner. So really, what you have lived through, what we have lived through together here in 2 years, are the building blocks of those pieces coming together so that by 2030, by 2035, we can be in the same conversation as University of Miami. Massive university, massive healthcare system, bringing novel, innovative, top care to our communities, and that we can participate in that we are part of the fit and fabric of that for our communities, that we give those, that we give those opportunities for our patients, obviously for our patients, but also for our trainees. We train Florida kids at FIU. Our medical school has 6,000 applicants for 120 spots. This year's incoming class, 90% of them are from Florida, and 2/3 are south of I-4. So they're from our Florida, from our bit of Florida. So it's a very, no pressure. Every medical school has its own sort of fabric, and who it attracts and all that. That's who we attract. And it's important because our community's different. Our students speak Spanish, they speak Creole, they know the people. So it's very, very important for us. And we want to give those students the best opportunity to learn from the best teachers and to see what they must see from a variety of patients.